It is Fridays with Captain Jack, Steven Jackson joining us, Clement Townsend, Tim Doyle on the rally on Twitter. Time to talk some NBA basketball. And Captain Jack, I'm sure you got heckled a few times in your NBA career. I don't know if you responded in the manner that a DeMarcus Cousins did. He did pay the price, Steven, $50,000 for inappropriate language directed at two fans. Do you think fans should be held more responsible? Do you feel like the 50 grand was warranted in favor of Cousins?
The NBA is terrible when they're handling this. You can't fine a man $20,000 for people to say what they want to him. He has a freedom of speech. He didn't put his hands on anybody. He just replied to the fan. I don't like how the NBA come down on players for responding and saying certain things back. Say if a fan got the balls to say something, then the player should have the chance to respond without getting fined. I hate the NBA come so hard on players down when they respond to jerks that be in the stands.
It was 50 grand too. He got fined 50 grand.
I disagree with Steven. DeMarcus Cousins out there making millions of dollars.
Okay.
Does it suck?
That's not an excuse, Tim. That's not an excuse to accept disrespect, though.
What did the fans used to say to you? Did they talk about your mama? Did they talk about you? I know after the malice, they used to get on you.
Way worse. I heard a lot of personal stuff, and some things I replied to, but I heard a lot of personal stuff. They talk about your family. They say a lot of things because they feel like they can get away with it. And honestly, I hate I went to the stands, but I'm happy I got a chance to knock a fan out because they so a lot of them be disrespectful. And they have no regard or respect for your family. They feel like you make a lot of money. They can say what they want to say, and you can take it. Well, Tim, I'm sorry to tell you, bro, I'm not one of those guys. And
I just prefer that you don't knock me out. I've been in that situation before, Steven. So I don't want a bad flashback here. I get it. Hey, I was the same way. I remember going down to Illinois. I remember being in Champaign. And people saying, because I have psoriasis, like Kim Kardashian, oh, what do you got, AIDS on your arms and stuff? And then I'd say, your mom gave it to me. And then it was like things that would escalate.
Back and forth.
So, yeah, I'd be able to throw at them a little bit. But I also wasn't making $20 million a year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Right. It sucks. You know what I mean? I always think about, I like wrestling.
Okay, WWE.
Right? So I remember when Leapin' Lanny Popo, he walked in the ring and he took the microphone. He goes, Leapin' Lanny Popo will request silence during his match. And it was like, screw you, Lanny, you freaking suck. Everyone's cursing him out. But he was an entertainer. Okay. And DeMarcus Cousins is out there making more money than Leapin' Lanny Popo. So I get it. It sucks. I get it. I did the same thing. I'd fire back at guys. But you got to watch your language when you're DeMarcus Cousins. Obviously, with phones now, that's what I want to ask Steven.
Okay.
Throw back a little bit. Who is the worst as far as talking to people in the stands, going at it? Because now with the phones, you can't get away with anything. Who used to go out the crowd a lot?
I can't really put nobody in that category but me and Ron. I know a lot of times, people say stuff to me and I turned around and cursed them out probably worse than DeMarcus did. You know what I mean? And I know Ron has too. I seen Ron get into it with somebody in the stands and just tell them all type of stuff. But, this is how we look at it. If you strong enough and woman enough or man enough to dish it out, then you can take it. You should be able to take it.
When I was at St. John's, Ron had just graduated from St. John's. I was only there 1 year. And I remember walking out of the basketball office, and there was a woman taking a crowbar to all Ron's windows and cracking them all. And I was just like, and we made eye contact. I was like this, hey, Ron, how you doing?
What was he doing, though?
Well, it was a woman that obviously, I don't know the whole situation.
Right.
But she had an Escalade, which escalates with a joint in like 02. And she was cracking all his windows or breaking them. It wasn't really a crack. It was really
He wasn't trying to restrain her?
It was interesting to watch.
He can't even give the full details on the situation.
And that's Queensbridge housing. I mean, I played there. Ron Artest's brother saved me once from almost getting killed in Newark once.
You got some like hood
hey,
stories,
man.
Man.
You play ball. You know this. That's Jax. You know what I mean? You got to throw down once in a while.
Every once in a while, you got to defend yourself.
After all this time, though, you got to regret going into the stands. You said you were happy putting the fans in their place. Like, you can't be happy about that, Steven.
Oh, no. I was definitely happy I was able to punch a fan, all the stuff I done heard. But look, I always say this. I regret going in the stands because we were going to win the championship that year. We were better than everybody. We were beating everybody. And that's why I regret going into the stands because, we ended up messing our season, and it was Reggie championship season. But everything else, I don't regret none of it.
I'm trying to save you, Steven. I'm trying to give you a lifeline to walk it back. And you're like, no, man, I'm good. I had to do what I had to do.
I had to do what if I'm with y'all and something go down, I'm gonna have y'all back and I'm gonna deal with the consequences later.